Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. An experienced and certified detective is about to educate you with facts and not hyperbole for the government or its minions. Today is June 15, 2022, and the time now is 8 p.m. my time. I don't know what time it is here in the world, but I'm here to report to you about an incident that's occurred. It was in the Jamaica Star over 2 weeks ago. That was June 22nd, in which a police officer in Jamaica. All right, you know what? To be frank, to be honest, I'm not going to make it in. It's on June 29, 2022. The Jamaican Star headline: man charged of being shirtless. This shirtless man was arrested and charged by, guess what? By a gay cop. Yes, man, gay police officer. You understand? Just like a man would see a woman naked and get a rose. It was the same thing with this guy, this policeman. If you try to find this article, you're not gonna find it. It's been deleted from the website, from the Jamaica Star website, and there's nowhere to find it. I had found it, and took a screenshot of it and stuff like that. But the thing is that I did not download the article itself because it was pretty much nonsense. But later on to learn now that it says a gay cop that arrested this man. So imagine you as a man in Jamaica walking without shirt, and this policeman is going to arrest you and charge you for indecent exposure. That cannot be indecent exposure because the policeman is gay. Seeing a man's chest, he's a man and he's seeing a man's chest, and that arouses his sexual appetite, and thus you think that the man is indecently exposing himself. But you know what this has shown, that the police force is going backwards, and that these people that they are turning into police officers, they are not fully trained. So the people who are training these people at the police, at National Police Center, I don't even know what it is, if it's NPC or what, or nonsense police community, or you understand? Because there's nowhere in the world where you can arrest and charge somebody for indecent exposure. A man, for him to show his chest. For you to arrest and charge a man with indecent exposure, the man has to be showing his willy, his penis, his genitals in a public place. And you understand that others have to see it, and the police officer must be able to identify what he had seen. So for this police officer to do something like this is an embarrassment to the police force. But if you notice, you haven't seen any follow-up about the story itself, because the police officer who arrested and charged the gay police officer who arrested and charged this man for not wearing a shirt in public, that policeman not only should be fired, that policeman should be arrested and charged for false imprisonment, because you cannot treat someone like that. You understand? Because the man hadn't committed any crime. You understand? So if you look, you would see on the article, you understand? Right now, you're seeing man charged of being shirtless. That's in Jamaica. There's no offense in Jamaica for walking without shirt. None. Jamaica is we're in a temperate climate zone. It's like normally November, December, normally November to January, you'll get a break in the weather, because of the cold front not coming from North America. So for this policeman to do something like this, you understand? He wasn't trained. I don't know if he was a soldier, because they know that in Jamaica, once you're politically connected, they can take a soldier and turn him into a police officer. And that's all he needs, because everything has to do with political connection in Jamaica: nepotism, cronyism, and corruption. So I don't know if this is one of the men that they had brought from the army. and turn him into a police officer without going through the requisite training. So you see why it is dangerous when you have people who are not trained in executing the laws of Jamaica. It is very dangerous, reckless, and embarrassing to the police force. But if you notice that the media is silent, and guess why? Because the policeman that did it is a gay police officer. Most of the young police now, that's coming out of the academy, it's rampant now, in the barracks, you hear police officer telling me that in the nights, you hear police officer behaving like cows, when they go in, it's 2 men, 2 men, you understand? Man per man, 2 men, and one of them behaving like cow. You understand? If you know how cow make noise and anything, that's how these men are behaving in the barrack room, in the police stations. And guess what? The supervisors are afraid of them, because the people who are in charge, if you ever dare to try to do anything, that's the end of your career, and that's the end of you. And they are not hiding it anymore in Jamaica. So imagine you now as a man who respect yourself. You don't, and these young police officers, the gay ones, because there are a lot of them, and some of them they are fling with some of these people who are in charge. They go both ways, and they are not hiding it, the men, you understand? The gay and even the women, they are not hiding it that they are gays, you understand? And it's sad how we reach this stage in Jamaica where we have gay police officer arresting a man because he doesn't have a shirt, because the man is shirtless, and because the man shirtless arouses him sexually, and because of that he arrests. And the worst part about it, feeling up the man and stuff like that. Pretending like he's searching when you could, when the other police officer say you could definitely see that the man didn't have any weapon. But but why the other police officers did not interject to let him know that this man, you search the man, let the man go. But he's there asking the man personal questions in the police car. You understand what I'm saying? Why he wants to know about the man's personal life. But I hope the man sue him, you understand what I'm saying? Because that's money for him. Because there's no charge. Indecent exposure is not wearing a shirt. Indecent exposure is exposing the person in a public place. You understand what I'm saying? So for this police officer to do such thing, it is wrong, you understand? But the reason being, is that you have to understand that this woman, Caroline Gomes, she's one of these people who are lecturing the police officers at the police, at the nonsense police college or something like that. It has to be nonsense that they're teaching them, a police officer, to graduate and on the street and arrest and charge a man for indecent exposure, but not for being shirtless. This is just crazy. Imagine that. So men out there, if a police officer is touching you inappropriately, you have to talk up, You understand? Because some of these police officers, they are attracted to men. You understand? I work with police officers who was gay. He died a few years ago, and he wasn't killed. He was killed, and he was killed by one of his lovers. So Jamaicans don't kill gays. It's normally their lovers. You understand? So you have to make sure that you don't let these people touch you inappropriately. And it's sad. And a gay cop arrest a man for being shirtless. And why didn't the judge call the police officer and reprimand him and the supervisor and the suit? And that policeman should be in jail, should be arrested and charged for false imprisonment. You understand? And the necessary action is taken. And that policeman should be dismissed, forfeited from the police road, because should be charged and put on suspension and eventually kicked out of the police force. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, this is the time to subscribe. You understand? Like and share, the video. And most of all, comment. Tell me, the things that you would like to discuss on the channel. One of these days we go live, so we get to meet as a family. Take care of yourself. All the best. One love. Peace.